Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of new affordable school fountain pens. In this episode, I have for you another fountain pen made specially for the French retailer Auchan. This is a metallic fountain pen that contains four international ink cartridges included in the package, and it is a product of China. So this fountain pen is made in China for the Auchan French retailer. It says on the back that we have an M nib, and it contains a fountain pen and ink cartridges. And this is the weight of the ink cartridges. We have some symbols to recycle the fountain pen and a code bar. This is the fountain pen. It certainly looks interesting. It certainly looks metallic silver. And I can't hardly wait to see how it writes. Before I open this package, I want to tell you that I paid for this fountain pen 20.1 lei, which means I paid 4.16 euros or 4.94 American dollars. So almost 5 American dollars. Not as cheap as other fountain pens, but it certainly has that metallic aspect, and I hope it is a metallic fountain pen because it's quite hard to determine if it's metal. It has this plastic that surrounds it. Let's see how I can reach it. Okay. So those are the ink cartridges, 4 included in the package, generous with the ink cartridges, and this is the fountain pen. And by the looks of it, it is metallic. Whoa. I leave the package aside and let's take a look at the fountain pen. The cap is friction fit. It is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Look at it. It has this silver, quite matte finish. The trims, and I mean the clip of the cap, it is a shiny silver. It is all metallic. It has this aspect that reminds me of the Parker Sonnet fountain pen, of course, with another clip, not an arrow clip. So, if you look at it, quite an elegant fountain pen and a practical, simple fountain pen. The cap is a friction fit. Another similarities with the Sonnet fountain pen. This ring at the end of the grip section. You can see the beautiful steel nib imprinted with the size of the nib, M from medium. And on the back we have this plastic feed. Let's see the barrel. It rotates and we have this part. And this part seems also metallic. It is painted in black, but I assure you it is not plastic. So a nice touch. A pretty touch. Okay, let's insert an ink cartridge. Okay, we heard the click, so it is properly inserted. I will leave this fountain pen here, and I have prepared some other cheap fountain pens, affordable school fountain pens, but I didn't prepare my Parker Sonnets. I have some Parker Sonnets, but as you probably know from my episodes, unfortunately they are all fakes, but one, the Sonnet monochrome from 2007. So I will bring them here on the table, and I will do a slightly short comparison between this Chinese model No name, no manufacturer. I only know that it's rebranded or made especially for the French Auchan retailer. And we will see how they compare to each other. Okay, and I return with the Parker Sonnets. And I've chosen only those that had silver trimmings. So here they are. Remember, these three are fakes. And this is an original Parker Sonnet monochrome. Let's compare them. So in length, this Chinese model is slightly bigger. And let's see. So also a friction cap. And you can see the resemblance between the two of them. Okay, I will leave this aside. And let's take a fake model. In comparison to the fake model, you can see the resemblance and the feed is slightly different. So this is a slight comparison with other models, which are also made in China. And let's see if the fake models have the same length. Yes, let's see. No, this is slightly bigger than those fake Parker sonnets. Let's take the Parker sonnets out of the picture, but I will leave this original sonnet monochrome from 2007 because I want to put them side by side. So this is our model, and I have another Chinese model. This is a Jinhao 911, and I know this because it is imprinted on the cap. So a Jinhao 911, and it has also a dragon here. I call this 911 Silver Dragon. I also have a Pelican Jazz, also a metallic fountain pen covered in this beautiful pearl white paint. I also have a similar model with the Pelican, a Daco fountain pen. Daco is a Romanian distributor and producer of stationery products. This fountain pen, I believe it was made in China for Daco. And this comes in this gray paint. It's also a metallic fountain pen. And I have, like, let's say, a hybrid because it has half the metallic cap and the body is made out of plastic, transparent plastic. This is a product of Germany, and Herlitz is a sub-brand of Pelican. Okay, so I will show them to you side by side. You can see that they are all of them are slim fountain pens, quite practical fountain pens, easy to write fountain pens. And I also will leave the dimensions of this silver Chinese fountain pen made especially for the French Carrefour retailer. I will leave these fountain pens aside and let's check it out if the ink has reached the nib. So, friction fit, let's see if it pose. Yes, you can see it pose. Quite nice. An elegant writing instrument. And let's check it out. So, let's see first if we have some lines. No. No. Unfortunately, the ink hasn't reached the nib section, but this isn't a problem. By the way, to avoid these problems, you can use also a converter, an ink converter. Let's see if I can make it work. It is the first time, so no. Oops. So I simply press the cartridge and hope that the ink will reach the nib. Okay, we have contact. Yes. Usually You must wait 20 or 30 minutes and leave the pen in this position for the ink to pass through the feed and to reach the nib section. But we don't have time. So this is, let's call it Auchan silver metallic pen. It is made in China. It is quite an interesting fountain pen. It is priced on 2.1 lei or 4.16 euros or 4.94 American dollars. So not quite a cheap fountain pen, but due to the fact that it is a metallic pen, I believe it is a good price. We have a steel nib, imprinted on it M from medium. So this is how it writes. Let's see some line variations. We have no flex to it, but what can I say? It is a nice nib. The flow of ink is decent, but you can see we don't have a wet nib. Although it isn't a wet nib, it knows its way on the paper, so it simply glides. No annoying feedback, no scratches, as you can see. A quite elegant fountain pen. This was my review of this mysterious pen from China. I don't know the manufacturer. Maybe you can tell me in the comments, because I am pretty sure that this is also sold by the Chinese manufacturers, but in those cases they brand the fountain pen. The only branding of the fountain pen, it was on the original package, and it said it is an Auchan made fountain pen. So the French retailer Auchan said this is made especially for them, but on the back we could see that it is made in China. If you liked this review of this interesting, affordable school fountain pen, please subscribe to my channel to support my activity. As always, I wish you to have a nice day. Thank you for your time. Thank you for viewing this review. And bye bye.